Hi fellow viewers, it's Cartoon Scholar and today we will talk about the last 10 episodes of the first season of Hailey On It. I already made a video on the previous episodes, check it out. In this video, beside the stuff, I will tell you how the romantic line advanced since the last review, so spoilers will gradually appear. I will point to some interesting features of the latest episodes you could miss. If you're still struggling to cope with the finale, maybe I can help you. Thankfully, I managed to find most of the episodes in high quality. It's just that Russian subtitles will appear sometimes.
Those aren't squeeples! Just because they make that sound? You don't call a dog a woof!
They made 2 retro episodes where they parody series from the past or something. The first of them, by the way, tested the ability of Hailey and Scott to live together despite it wasn't said out loud. I myself at first was skeptical about this pairing despite knowing it was the end game because Scott is such a buffoon. He and Christine worth each other. But it's alright, Hailey likes him and he isn't a bad person or anything. I wish them happiness. Also, during these last 10 episodes, they often tell us, for example, Fribeta, that
you two do belong together.
In the first half of the season, it was more poetic.
You fit me perfectly.
And we don't need to be told. Just being shown, like in this scene, is enough.
I wanted to be musically trained.
Well, give it the option to pursue higher education, but vocational school would be just as respectable in our eyes.
We'll support your dreams no matter what.
I remember being really curious if that thing with ancient documents was supposed to play a role in the later plot. Also, early in the season, I thought that this episode would be the beginning of Ace's arc of character growth. But no, late in the season he stays the same if doesn't get even worse. And then in the episode P25, Becker is suddenly a scammer. Why? This feels out of character. Becker was better than that. Also, the plot of when Squeeple's attack was so banal that I literally knew from the beginning that this creature would start eating stuff and multiplying. I forgot to mention in my previous video, but Hailey is sometimes shown to build different gadgets which foreshadows her inventing something to stop the climate change. In the last episode, the romantic line accelerates. They actually made me believe that Christine would get back together with Scott and that they would continue stretching this into the second season. I like Patricia being added to the story, causing some wholesome scenes and some awkward scenes. Then the finale came out. And wow, a new portion of human feelings for me, even if these are mostly the feelings of frustration.
It's a compatibility quiz for young people who still have a chance to find their true soulmate. You wouldn't get it.
A series of unexpected obstacles beginning with this stupid up and ending with Hailey finding a partner. Thankfully, this time, processing frustration from a romantic line without a clear resolution to reach a sort of catharsis was much easier and faster for me than in the case of the V&V cartoon. And if you're still frustrated, then hear me out. Hailey didn't mess up anything throughout the finale. She was called on a date by a boy she kinda liked and so she agreed. She is now happy with him. Scott is less lucky. He, partially under pressure from others, fell for this up and lost this chance to be with Hailey. If the series won't be renewed, just look at the cartoon as if it has an open finale. I do feel bad for Scott, but nothing catastrophic happened. Maybe with time he will get over Hailey, or maybe they will eventually get together. Maybe Scott will soon tell Hailey about his feelings, though it would be better to do so before she actually started to date. But here Scott chose to just let Hailey be happy with her boyfriend. Both Scott and Hailey were shown very wholesome when it comes to romance. Just don't worry, at the end they will all be fine, even though we might not get to see it. If the series will be renewed, we will most likely see Scott take the position Hailey was in after the first episode. No, but we'll make him pursue the kiss item. I am though not sure if Scott will be aware that Hailey really had feelings for him. I also think that EC who was shown to be good at technology is the one who sends case-bots from the future to spite Hailey, to make her fail so that he in his head would win, and to make the climate change continue so that more people would buy fans he sells. If you liked the video, then I suggest you consider the option of like, comment and subscription. Tell me please if my video helped anybody cope with the finale. Goodbye everyone.